So it's been a couple of days, and we have moved a big old buttload of dirt. But the power the Case tractor has bothered me since the beginning, and I was pretty sure that it should have more chutzpah than that. And so I could smell unburned gas in the exhaust, and I was done. So I went around, I bit the bullet, because I could have been shocked really good, and I started pulling spark plug wires off the cap, one at a time. And bleh. And you could take this one off, and it wouldn't do a dang thing. Now, in this big old pile of crap, I don't actually have a spark plug socket. So, that was the one thing I couldn't check. And I was trying to think to myself, well, shoot, what else could it be? What with the tools that I have? Because I wasn't going to drive home and then drive back. What with the tools I have could I check? And I figured, well, let's look at the overhead and see if anything is wrong. And by gosh, I'm not a mechanic by trade, but I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. So it has allowed the push rod set to lift, and one would assume it is neither opening nor properly closing. God, I'm glad I didn't lose any of those. The valves train. Basically, the twisty hold down part is loose, allowing the twirly up-down machine here to raise up, which means it's not opening and closing the exploder holes down inside. That's the technical term. So I'm going to rectify that and see if we get some more American freedom out of this. Now, I know that this thing is actually run on Freedom Beer and Firearms because they have a bald eagle cast right into the head. America! Right into the head. So I'm going to get this tightened down. Assuming I can. I might have to roll the tractor over a little bit to take the, well, there doesn't appear to be any pressure on it. Uh-oh. I do believe she's done broke off. Well, that makes it more fun. Not only is it broken off, but look at the end of that bolt. It has been rattling around in there for ages. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that's the actual problem, so that it will come back and run properly. My dreams of an easy fix tonight are now dead. But that's fine. I got an easy out. As long as I don't let a push rod drop down inside, this should be an easy enough fix. Though I won't be able to get back to it for a long time, because tomorrow night I'm chaperoning the junior high dance, and Friday I'm chaperoning the band to the big concert in Missoula. So it's going to be a little while until I can get into this, which is very frustrating. Had it just been a spark plug, I probably would have continued running it and then fixed it later. But there's just no way I can run that. No way I can run that. So we are done. This isn't exactly where I wanted it parked to work on it, but I'm not starting it again. Not now that I know that that's a problem. I will probably, however, take that head apart. Are these different? Oh. These don't appear to be different. I believe I can take these apart without a whole lot of fuss and bother, and then put them back together again. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm sorry, but you got to open and close your exploder holes, and if you don't, there can't be any explodering. Well, I thought we were going to be totally dead in the water, but digging in my random buckets of bolts, thanks Dale, I found the perfect one. Slightly longer than the original. Actually, it's about half an inch longer, which is fine because, you know, it had kind of taken the top two threads out of the head when it's stripped. And I liked being able to go deeper. I hadn't put two washers, but I had those in my random bucket of bolts. Thanks, Dale. And she's back together. Now, why it broke, you see, underneath here is supposed to be a big metal spacer, and they actually use these two valve cover bolts to torque down the upper rack. Well, somebody lost a spacer, and so they have two short little spacers in there that didn't actually touch. And when they tighten this up, those they just crushed the valve cover. So there was no tension. There was no tension on those two studs, which meant that the entire valve train load was carried by this one, and this one. So I figure that's why she broke. We are about to find out now if it made a dang bit of difference. And hopefully, I'm about to hear this tractor run on 4 cylinders for the first time. Are you ready? Here we go. It doesn't have that Instead, we've got, you could hear it in the old videos. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right, it could be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And, as hopefully I'm not about to shock the crap out of myself, when I pulled this wire off before, it changed the motor not a bit. Now, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. I'll be danged. Wonderful. I'm going to still have to get in there. The copper washers are missing from that one, trashed and trashed. Okay? They're also supposed to have what appears to be an O-ring that slides down on the threads. Only the remains of it are right there. There's nothing on those two. So I am going to have to get in here, and I suspect the valve cover is going to leak now because my fix isn't exactly the right height. I think I need to put this on the bench and knock the valve cover, bend it back up to get the proper clamp on the deck. But she's now supported in 5 spots instead of 3 spots, and we have 4 cylinders. I am going to slap the hood on this baby and go drive it around and find out how much different the horsepower is. Yeah, 25% horsepower increase. This one trick they don't want you to know about.